I want to make sure this works. I want to make sure this works. Let me see if this works. See if I can get it to we can do these reactions, y'all. All right. Let me see here. I'm testing this out, by the way. I want to see if this works. See if this works. Let me see if this works. So if I go full screen, do y'all see full screen? Are y'all ready, chat? Are we good? Let me know if we're good. Let me know if we're good. What up, Draco? Let me know if we're good. Are we good?
Always streamed under the 2K community. Back when I was streaming, man, everything was so different. The game was completely different. And I want to be 100%. I want to keep it 100 with y'all, and I don't want to cuss or nothing because I actually want the devs to see this vid. Um, they going like listen. It came to a point now. 2K has opened up the doors.
Hold on. No full screen. Um, Hold on. Let me figure this out, bro. I don't want my cam to be that big. I'm gonna have to redo this. You good? You been stressing? I'm not stressing. I'm just trying to fix this for y'all. So we make it bigger like that. Before the other vids. All right. I think I done fixed it for y'all. So let me see if we go back in here. Let me see. I think I fixed it. Hold on.
For people to leave in September, and the game drop in September. And I want y'all to know straight up, before I react to this gameplay and stuff, I want y'all to know straight up, I stopped playing 2K in November, and I let my little siblings play on my account now, and I be on the PS5 playing all type of different campaign games and stuff like that. I kind of drifted off to more campaign because the only thing I really did competitive was 2K. And I want y'all to know straight up, man, that I felt like NBA 2K25 was a failed experiment. I love the idea that y'all came, and I'm gonna tell y'all straight up. What I did like about it was it was
Pause it. Chat. This is what I want to say, chat. So is right. Okay, and we're gonna react to True Hall of Fame after this because somebody told me do a reaction to True Hall of Fame builds. So we're doing that next. He's definitely right, but we need more people to talk. We need more people to talk.
completely different. It was different than any other 2Ks we played. So I'm like, okay, they is trying to figure something out, but I couldn't get past the shooting shit. And
Hold on, let me change the title of this. So let's go live chat. Okay. I don't think y'all want to see me that bad. Really, we can minimize my camera because I'm not really the matter here, right? Bro, I'm 12 and I shouldn't be stressing on a game that is $70. It's US dollars. The game gotta be super good, but guess what? J Mid is trash. I already know, bro. That's why I make my content. I try to speak the real, bro. You know what I mean? That's why I make my videos. I try to speak the real. But this is my first time actually trying this out, which I actually figured it out in the reactions. But here's my thing. Matter of fact, I low key want to react to True Hall of Fame builds. I gotta change the title of this real quick. Hold on. Let me change the title of this stream real quick. All right. I low key want to react to. Let me go to True Hall of Fame's build because somebody wanted me to react to that. It was a nah, Jay. You gotta react to True Hall of Fame builds. What did he even say, bro? True. Y'all wanted me to react to True Hall of Fame builds. So y'all was like, bro, he spoke on what So said. You got to see what he said, Jay. I'm like, what y'all talking about? What he say? I'm about to go in the man cave. I ain't gonna lie. Hold on, chat. Hold on. Give me a second. I'm about to go in the man cave and do this. Go in the man cave and do these reactions. So where's it at? Oh, right here. So hold on. Pause it. Pause it. Cause we already got light. Okay. All right. I don't know if y'all can see or see me, but let's get this reaction. Matter of fact, I know what I could do. Pause it real quick. I could low key move this over here. I could do that.
Welcome back to True Hall of Fame Builds. I'm your host, Michael May. And today, I told you I started watching this video yesterday, but today we're gonna react to it. But I woke up to the beautiful reaction video of Brutal Sims, and I said, "Let me kill two birds with one stone." Like, I already know if you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel, like the video, turn notifications, and for those on the playback, make sure you do the same. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna dive right into this. I know yesterday Soul Illuminati dropped a video, but I'm gonna let them talk. I'm gonna react.
Pause it. So technically, we're third person reaction right now. Technically, is that's what it's looking like? We're third person reaction. Well, not third person, but we're the third person reacting. I want to pause it and get an understanding. Um, Now a lot of people told me that I need to react to this. All right, we're gonna put some March Madness on in the background. So far as women's playing, men's play later on tonight. All right, let's get to it.
So this is the reason why. True. Why didn't you just find the video? First of all, somebody else sent me the video yesterday, but it wasn't Soul Illuminati. So I guess somebody else already reacted to it. But I said, you know what? I like the fact that Brutal Sims reacted, so now I could compare and contrast between an OG and the 2K community, which they both are, but Brutal Sims is more relevant to the 2K community now, where Soul is he's no longer in the 2K community, but it's good to see one that's active, one that's inactive, and see how they act or see how they react, and then I'm gonna put my 2 cents in. You know what I'm saying? But let's
feel like I gotta interject a little bit, right? So we're gonna try because it's a 21.
And I want y'all to know straight up, I want to give shout out to the 2K community, man. Shout out to the 2K community. A lot of y'all don't know the 2K community has changed so many people's lives. A lot of people that y'all watch to this day has came from the 2K community. It was bigger than basketball. The 2K community for me was just chatting. I never streamed under no just chatting category. Fuck them. I always streamed under the 2K community. Back when I was streaming, man, everything was so different. The game was completely different. And I want to be 100%. I want to keep it 100 with y'all. And I don't want to cuss or nothing because I actually want the devs to see this vid.
All right.
They're going to, listen, it came to a point now. 2K has opened up the doors for people to leave in September, and the game dropped in September. And I want y'all to know straight up, before I react to this gameplay and stuff, I want y'all to know straight up, I stopped playing 2K in November, and I let my little siblings play on my account now, and I'll be on the PS5 playing all type of different campaign games and stuff like that. I kind of drifted off to more campaign, because the only thing I really did competitive was 2K. And
I'm gonna pause it. People have already left. We're in, what he just say, September, right? It's things like this where, like I said, I'm in my video already, but I've been saying these things that people stop playing, people left, people don't want to be a part of it. You can see why. I mean, can you blame them?
I want y'all guys to understand, y'all. Pay attention. Please pay attention to what this man is saying, y'all. Please. The game that he really played definitively was 2K. That means he is identified as that. You understand what I'm saying? But let's keep rocking and rolling.
And I want y'all to know straight up, man, that I felt like NBA 2K25 was a failed experiment.
Can I ask you a question? Do y'all feel it's possible to just grow out of something?
Ooh.
Wow, Grizzlies fired their head coach. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and say this. When he says grow out of something, I get what he's trying to say, but we also gotta remember what are things that keeps people on the game. You see what I'm saying? Like the fun is how I look at it, right? Yes, you grow out like probably you could say like that for mascots, even though mascots don't have the true meaning. But when we talk about gameplay wise, like that was supposed to, that's supposed to always be fun. You ain't supposed to never grow out of the having fun on the gameplay wise, right? Let's continue.
People, this is why. This is why. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Don't go nowhere, y'all. 1 second.
But for me, I experienced this with some other games, not 2K. I'm not there with 2K yet, but some other games, I just felt like I'm not having as much fun, so I moved on. I don't like. I used to be a campaign, like heavy campaign person, heavy grind person when it comes to solo game modes. And now I just, with my, probably with what's going on in my life, I don't feel like even putting time into that type of stuff no more. Now I'm at the stage where I just want to get on a few minutes or link with my friends with a few hours I get and go and play, talk some trash, and get right off, which 2K perfectly facilitates that. So, do y'all think that some people who've been in the 2K community probably might be kind of growing out of it? Let me know your thoughts as well. Just
Now, that was very good. Brutal Sims, that was very good. I will say this. This is the problem. Listen to me. This is the problem.
This is the problem. What is the problem? I want to hear what he about to say, bro.
This is the problem when you listen to people who've experienced burnout. This is the problem. And this is the part that becomes dangerous. So hear me out. Hear me out, right? Steve O said facts, it grows out of the game. That's not true. That is not true. Because if that was the case, people would stop playing the game. People would stop playing the game. Now that's one. This game right here, the problem is this. When we listen to OGs, we gotta be careful how we listen to them. Cause I did hear Soul Illuminati talk. Now I don't know where Brutal Sims is gonna go. I'm hoping Brutal Sims catches some of the stuff that I caught when I heard somebody else react to his video, but I need you guys to understand something. You gotta be careful how you listen to older 2K content creators. He said compared to previous years, sales went down. That is a lie. All City already showed that. See, that is a lie, Steve-O. You gotta stop lying because All City already showed that the
Okay.
fucking game is selling tremendously. That is a lie. You are lying. And see, you're part of the problem because I want you to understand something. What up? The problem is this. Everything has its run. So had his run. His run in 2K is over. Why? Because the play style that he played, it's over.
Pause it. Bro, he left. They left for a reason. Like, and this is what I'm talking about, bro. Like, it's like I get vibes from Brute and this True Hall of Fame guy. I get they love this slow game and the fact that you can't have fun anymore because they were tired of it, right? But it was fun. You see what I'm saying? I want to truce, boys. That's what's up. I'm just giving what I feel about what's going on in this video. I feel like Brute and True Hall of Fame, they like this slow gameplay. They like the fact that it's not as cheesy or fun anymore because they probably got tired of it or they had a struggle of stopping it. That's how I look at it, right? Like, because he just said, "Oh, their run is over." Bro, that's really not true. They just left. So said in the video, which I'm pretty sure he can get far in the video yet, that once Aiden starts streaming RP, he took almost every 2K person in the 2K community to start watching that instead of 2K because every content creator, like Alfredo, like a Cash Nasty, they all moved on. They don't want to play because of the game. I literally say this in my videos. Like what I'm doing right now, right? How I'm doing reactions, you don't think they could have easily said, "Hey, Chad, I'm about to load up 2K real quick. Who want to pull up and run for real? We're gonna run for about an hour or two." They would do that, but the game is trash, and it's not fun. That's the most important part that they gotta understand. But I'm gonna continue.
So you gotta be careful listening to niggas with a sour ear. You gotta understand, cause all that stacks and not stacks. Who's the nigga that be going left and right? Steezo. All that Steezo, that shit is dead. That shit is dead.
You see what I mean? He just said Steezo. Now, if y'all don't know who Steezo is a dribble god in the 2K community. He is one of the dribble gods in the 2K community. Do your homework. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows what Steezo can do, right? But Steezo, if you watch how he plays the game, or if you watch you go on his page and look at Steezo, right? You make it seem like the game is fun because Steezo knows how to move and he can get creative, right? It looks fun. That the game we have right now, you can kind of do it, but like it's slow and clunky and it's not smooth and it's boring. You see what I'm saying? To where that's no longer in the game anymore because 2K got rid of it, right? But let me continue.
That shit, bro. So they still make money. So you still sound stupid.
Pause it. Reason why I'm pausing it, 2K is not about. See, this is what I have a problem with. Why are we focused on money? This is a basketball game. They should be focusing on us having fun playing basketball. Not, oh, they still making money. They're the only basketball game out there. Like, come on now. If they're the only basketball game out there, of course they're going to make money. But that shouldn't be the focus. Not, hey, we're making money still, so we don't care what the community is saying. The focus is not on basketball, and I've been telling y'all that. The focus is not on basketball.
You said they make their money, so they still making money. You sound stupid. Bro, see, this is the problem with dumbass niggas in my comment section. Here we go. This is what we're gonna do. I ain't got time.
What up, champion? What up, Ahmad? Hey, I need a new camera though. My camera kind of like fuzzy.
I ain't got time for niggas like this, man. Niggas is in denial. I told y'all, we not playing. I'm not playing this year. I'm not timing nobody out. I'm kicking niggas the fuck out. If you're not gonna talk and make some fucking sense, I'm getting you the fuck up out of here. I want smart people over here. I don't care about them dumb, ignorant ass niggas, man. I'm just keeping it 1,000. So let's keep going. He just said they make money off of transactions. So that means that people are either making bills, they making the money, they still spending money on 2K. 2K still making money, you stupid fuck. But let's keep going.
See what I'm saying? He just said 2K still making money. That should not be the focus. And I'm not even crashing out. This dude said wipe your camera. I mean, this is off of a laptop. I don't know. I think I can actually go back to my camera and actually do something real quick. Hold on. I think my camera is like set to a certain thing to where it's not showing the 1080p. We'll fix that later though. I ain't gonna lie. It's a little better now. Is this? I don't know what that is. All right, can we continue? All right, let's continue, chat.
Now, Soul Illuminati's reign is over. It's over. So you gotta be careful when you're listening. And I tried to tag Soul, but his page ain't Soul Illuminati anymore. So it is what it is. I wish I could have tagged him. I would love to have the conversation with him. Now, I'm speaking respectfully. I want y'all to understand. I'm speaking respectfully. Respectfully. I'm being respectful, but the truth will be said. Now, like Brutal Sim said, sometimes people just grow out. They just grow out of the game. They grow out of the game. It is what it is. And the problem is that people have a hard time admitting that. Are you guys aware that most people play games that they're not good at? And then here's the part that people.
I'm gonna freeze it right here, bro, because I don't think that Brew or True Hall of Fame understands that the players that they not even I don't even want to say produce, but like take after how they play. Like Brew and True are more Sim Nation. Like they got the camera on drive. They're trying to imitate copy NBA players, things like that. Those players that play like that right now in 2K25 are the ones you lose with. Because that stuff, like you talk about played out, that stuff is played out, bro. These are facts. If I go into random record now, you're gonna have somebody tell me, "Oh, I'm a PG. All I gotta do is pass the ball." I played 2 days ago. Matter of fact, I was streaming, right? But after I streamed, I kept playing for a couple of an hour or two, right? Y'all didn't see after that, right? But I'm on my center. I'm playing with a PG. He's just passing the ball. Why? Because he thinks, bro, that's all I gotta do. And I'm like, no, it's not. But Brute and True Hall of Fame, that's how they play. They play that old school style of basketball to where like, oh, fundamentals and basics. Now, yes, when you are playing in most like a rec, yes, fundamentals is really all you need to worry about. But when the other team figures out that you're doing the same thing, you have to switch it up. I mean, something would tell you, okay, I can't keep passing the ball because they know I'm passing the ball. See what I'm saying? So their play styles are kind of played out, right? Their play styles are played out. I don't know why he's saying Illuminati's era is over, his run is over, because so can go. If somebody was right now to load up NBA 2K25, there would probably be over 10,000 plus people in that live stream. He probably would double the 15,000 subs that True has. And that ain't glazing, that's facts. This Soma just dropped a video speaking on 2K25. That video got almost 300,000 views, and it's not even been a week yet, bro. So his run ain't over. He just left the 2K because that's how bad it is. That's how bad it's become, right? But like I said, bro, that's my like I said, I'm gonna continue. But I don't like how they say like, oh, like oh, your run is over. That stuff is done now, bro. Y'all play styles don't work. They don't. Y'all have this 2005, 2008 play style that doesn't work. Every guard in today's NBA is a combo guard. Prime example, Tyrese Maxey, combo guard. Kyrie Irving's a combo. They do more than one thing. They're not just one-sided. So the reason why I'm saying that is because they try to bring like, oh, you remember Steezo? Like Steezo's a dribble god. Kyrie, dribble god. You see what I'm saying? What leads the NBA today is combo guards. LaMelo Ball, right? Combo guard. It's exciting to watch. So you don't think when people play the game that they wouldn't want to do those things? But when 2K nerfs the game to like as bad as it is now, you can't do that. You can't. Every time you move, you're out of stamina. You know what I'm saying? Ahmad, don't make me ban you, gang.
Don't understand. Are y'all aware that the gaming community, they're saying it's on its way to being the fastest growing industry?
What up, Price? What's going on?
I thought this shit was already big. They're like, no. They're saying by the next Olympic, gaming is gonna be a part of the Olympics. This is how you know when people are stupid. See, this is how you know when people are dumb. So him saying 2K, bro, gaming isn't going anywhere.
Gaming has died. Like, okay. And you guys already know this because I said this multiple times in my videos. The only time somebody's gonna pull a viewership while gaming is if they're crashing out, bro. That's the only way. That's the only way. When we're talking about gaming, PS5, PS4, the only way that person is going to gain a viewership if they're crashing out. That's why people don't show their faces. Because they know they're not having a good time. Now, GTR RP and stuff like that, you know, that's kind of different. Just got done hooping at the park. How you doing? Wait, hold on. Just got done hooping at the park. How you doing today? Okay. Basically saying how's your day going? My day going good, man. Appreciate you coming through. You know, I'm trying this format of trying to do these reactions. Yeah, I mean, so far it's all right. You know, I'm gonna figure more out. Hopefully, I can fix my camera in the background. No, that's only two. That's only for 2K. Other games pull views. Well, I'm talking about 2K right now, but gaming definitely is not what it used to be anymore. It used to be way more popular. Now it's a lot more IRL stuff, right? But I want like what True is saying sounds like to me like he just doesn't like the fun aspect. It's like he wants people to have to lab and study the game to have fun and play the game. Like, bro, nobody like people play the game to have fun. It's supposed to be something you're supposed to be having a good time on, not I gotta study this move, I gotta study that. That's what they got the 2K League for. But that's gone. Like, if you're gonna make the game study-wise and competitive, that's 2K League. 2K is not supposed to be a game. You gotta sit there and study a move and something like that. These devs are bad, I already know.
Never heard of him? There is a gaming channel called Grandpa and Grandma Gaming. They older generation people.
Only way you could pull views if you're posting build videos, raging, or doing something most can't do. That's what I'm saying. People want to see people crash out 9 times out of 10 because they know they know they're not the only ones going through some BS on 2K nowadays. So they rather watch somebody that they can relate to. My laptop's about to die, so I gotta put this on the charger. I'm on 9%. So give me a second, y'all. Gotta go grab this charger real quick, man. I gotta grab this charger. By the way, once I'm done with this video, once I'm done with doing these reactions, I don't know. I mean, once I'm done with this video right here, I'll be back on later. I feel like I have something I want to go do, but this game about to come on too. But yeah, y'all, it's a little new format. Trying to do these reactions for y'all instead of me having to. Y'all don't get my actual reaction. Y'all can actually get my live reaction. So I'm trying something, but I'm trying to make sure this laptop don't die. All right, y'all. Let's get back to it. Should be good now.
People playing war games, whooping ass all over the internet. So where is gaming going? It's going nowhere. I promise you it's only going to get better. And I will say this. Do I think that 2K, a game is going to come out to compete with 2K? I think at some point in time. I got that feeling that something's going to come up at some point in time. You want to know why? Because now you have celebrities getting down with the gaming industry. And I'm not saying no Snoop Dogg or game. Nigga, that's minor. When you have Lady Gaga getting down with gaming, it could change. It could.
Bruh, bruh, bruh. What does Lady Gaga have to do with NBA 2K? Like, he's losing me what he's saying right now. I'm definitely lost.
Could change the outlook of the game. And I can see this. All of their influence can actually make 2K lose power over the NBA. I can see it.
Let's talk about celebrities because he just brought up celebrities, right? Last time I checked, the last celeb I seen talk about 2K was Coy Lee Ray. If Coy Lee Ray says the game is ass, that's a problem. She like Coy Lee Ray. If she says the game is ass, like there's something wrong there, bro.
I can see it. I can see it. I'm just telling y'all. I can see it. But let's
What up,
keep
Black?
going though. That was so dumb. Dude said 2K sales is so stupid. So stupid. Hate dumbass dudes.
Just a food for thought. What you
I love the idea that y'all came.
What up, Marlon? What up, Black?
And I'm gonna tell y'all straight up, what I did like about it was completely different. It was different than any other 2Ks we played. So I'm like, okay, they is trying to figure something out. But I couldn't get past the shooting shit. And for me not really having the time to really, because I'd be still hooping in real life and stuff, playing in different leagues and just different stuff. And no matter how much I'm gone, I can easily come back and I still know my shot. I could shoot it with my toes. Like the muscle memory, I put in a lot of work. I could like, bro, y'all gave us the ability to create our own shots. Everybody know their own shots. Back when I was playing 2K, late last year, it was just unplayable. It was unwatchable. Like y'all patch Tyson,
Hey, chat. Matter of fact, you know what I could do? I don't even have to have my camera on. Hold on. Watch out. I mean, y'all really don't need to see me if we being real. Hold on. And I could just do this. Yeah, y'all don't really need to see me, chat. I mean, y'all didn't see me before. No, I'm on Streamlabs. That's what I'm on. Are we good now? This is better?
Like the stuff Ticino used to do and stuff, nobody look like that no more.
Next legend in the game.
7 foot 3-point guy. I could shoot like Steph. I could dribble. I could do all type of stuff. Just go and look at 2K17. Me and Nate X, our 2v2 had over 1 million views.
Pay attention. Are you listening? I just said this. Yo, he is telling on himself. Soul is telling. He's like, you ain't never gonna see nothing. Because his spammed play style, you can't do it. I'm gonna say this again. Brutal Sims always says something, and I stand by it. Let me close this door. I can see him.
Bro. We not, bro. We need. I ain't gonna watch this full video. I ain't gonna lie.
Players always adjust. Who? The good players always adjust.
We're talking about me or the video? The video or me? Oh, the video? Let me know if the video good. Hold on.
That's what Brutal Sim said. And you know what? I 100%, I stand by that statement.
Chat, let me know if it's good. Let me know if it's better. Are we good now? I mean, I could turn it up even more. Hold on. I could turn it up even more if y'all wanted to be louder. All right, we just turned it all the way up.
The good players always adjust. Now, pay attention. I don't think you guys aren't listening with both ears. You're listening with half an ear.
It was like the golden age. Like we was the pharaohs. Like it was like the Egyptian times. You know how niggas be looking back at the Egyptians? Like, damn, they had so much technology and they was just, that's us. When you look back at the golden age of 2K, everybody was eating. I didn't know nobody. Like, bro, top reps, they was getting 40, 50K viewers when they was about to hit legend and stuff. You know what I'm saying? When you seen a mask,
that's facts.
Don't hop on the spot. You're going to lose. 2K has lost that passion, that connection with the youth, that connection with the kids. And it's crazy. You had Aiden, ISO Speed, or Kai. You had Amp. You had everybody playing it. Me, Pretty Boy Fredo. You had so many Flight. You had, bro, y'all losing billions of viewers and value to y'all game. And I get it. Y'all the only basketball game. So
now, I will say this. Y'all seen when Brutal Sims went like, see, y'all gotta pay it. Y'all not paying attention. People, you do know that these niggas are talking about Park, right? You are aware that these guys are speaking about the Park. You aware, right? You are 100% aware that he is speaking about the Park. Ticino is a Park player. These niggas is Park. All right, I'm gonna say this again. If I'm speaking English, if you can hear me clearly, please put a thumbs up in the chat, a thumbs up. I need to make sure that I'm speaking clear, that anybody who understands English can understand it. If you want to translate it, maybe later on, you can press the ESP button if you want to later on. If I'm speaking English and you understand me, please put a thumbs up in the chat. Give me one thumbs up. I only need one thumbs up, so I need one. Because I want you guys to understand something. You know one thing he did not say? You know one thing Soul is not saying? Back then, there were not as many content creators. Back then, there weren't that many content creators.
What? Bro, what? Dog, that's cap. That is cap. That is cap. There weren't many content creators. Bro, I can name so... If I go on my Twitch following, you know how many people... There weren't that many content creators back then. Dog, everybody was streaming when I was a kid, bro. Everybody, they were streaming off the game. There weren't that many content creators. Are we serious? Ain't no way, bro.
I'm gonna say this again. See?
Hold on, chat. He tripping on that one. I ain't gonna lie. Bro, I can name so many content creators, chat. Like,
see, this is the people. Y'all know I went to school for communications, right? Y'all understand this. See, this is the problem with how he is choosing to communicate. This is a problem. Because people, that's like trying to compare 90s basketball to today's basketball. People always want to compare and contrast, which is stupid because, like I always say it, I don't see nobody getting punched in their face right now. I don't see nobody walking out with fucking black and blue eyelids the way Jordan and them played then versus the way they playing now. But hear me. But then there are some people who feel today's basketball is better. Shooting threes is better. So people, this is why I always tell you guys, you have to be very careful who you're getting your information from, because there are a lot of people.
I'm sorry, chat. What is he talking about? Like, he's jumping from one topic to another. It's like, dog, what is going on, bro? What is going on, bro? What is going on? I don't even know I could watch this full video. I don't even know I could do it, bro. What is he talking about, chat? Like, I can't,
who
bro.
just hate 2K. So I'm not saying so. There are people who hate 2K so much that they can't even find a positive thing to say about.
Bro, there's nothing positive about this shitty game. What are you talking about? Bro, the builds cost more than the actual game. What about 2K25 is positive? What? The shit not fun. Builds cost way too much. The city still has lagging problems. You be delayed. My court is trash. You go into my court, shoot around. You go into rec, you breaking everything. What is there to be positive about?
About 2K. And this is...
I can see why Swanty said that too. I can see why.
People, hear me out. You have to be careful. This is bad, because Soul is trying.
Chat, spam W's if we should do more streams like this. I'm just reacting. Just spam W's. Just let me know. We'll continue.
to compare when people were heavily into the park. Ready? You still got people like EJ. Now, I will say this: EJ ain't doing cheesy shit like the rest of these niggas used to do, or that, or that fucking dribbling. EJ don't listen. EJ dribbles. He don't gotta do all that shit. And I want you to understand something, right? People don't seem to understand that Soluminati is from a very different time. So is one of the original content creators of 2K. This nigga's like, he's, bro, every stage of basketball is different. Wilt Chamberlain's versus the Magics and the Birds versus Michael Jordan versus the Kobe era versus this era right here, whatever the fuck era you want to call this. Like, everything evolves. But like Brutal Sim said in the beginning, y'all can't listen. Certain people just have burnout. And when they can't continue to do what they want to do, this is what happens. Like, you people, y'all heard him admit, he said, we can't do those dribbling moves the way we used to do, because that's how the game evolved. It's called evolving. You have to if you can't.
So slowing the game down, making everything RNG, like I'm about to watch somebody else, bro. I can't. It's like this guy is trying to say the game isn't bad. Y'all have to adjust, but he's saying, oh, people still spending their money. It's like he's trying to defend 2K because he still plays the game. What is the focus of a basketball game? It should not be money, bro. It should not be let's get them to just spend. You should be having fun. What up, Florida?
Adapt, you die. Why do you think so many 2K content creators that used to play 2K, they don't play it anymore? Because how they want to play it, they can't play that way anymore. So this is part of what happens. Get my likes up, y'all. Shout out to everybody in the live stream. I appreciate it. Let's keep going. Mind you, people, if you listen, he said 2K did change a lot since Park Mode got released, though. A lot of microtransactions, right? We know that. And cheese make it unlikable for a 9-to-5 guy. I swear, 2K25 be one of the most nerfed rebound. I mean, I guess if that's how you feel about it.
He said the old heads loved the game to keep up with dribblers. We used to cook these type of players. Now they're able to keep up with us. And they think they're good and the game is good. That's how I feel about it. And I wasn't even no dribbler back then. You see what I'm saying? I even know back then when people know how to move, I could know, but okay, you just gotta respect it. They know how to play the game. Obviously, I was younger, more of a kid age-wise, so I was like, okay, I don't know how to do that stuff. But I wouldn't say like, man, they gotta make the game slower.
If that's how you, I mean, see, hear me out, y'all. People are entitled to their opinion. But if you're, see, hear me out. Look, Sam said 2K is dead. That's his opinion. Last time I checked, there's too many people playing the game. So you know what? What he gotta say is, see,
bro, the game is dead, bro. The game is dead. 5,000 viewers on Twitch. This game is dead.
What Sam didn't say was 2K is dead to me. He didn't say it to himself. See, his problem. People think that their personal opinion is law. This is where niggas go wrong. They think that because people be like, none of my niggas play 2K. Your niggas don't mean shit to the world. My niggas don't mean shit to the world. But according to the sales, microtransactions, people are playing 2K. People are playing 2K. C Bean says sounds like an excuse. I'm not sure what sounds like an excuse. I'm not really sure what that means. Now, see, okay, now I see what he's saying. I wish he would have put it together. Now, hold on. As far as the 9 to 5 guys, that don't really got nothing to do though. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, it has everything to do with it. Because playing this game feels like a damn 9 to 5. What are you talking about? I didn't see the same dude talking. I didn't see him crash out most of his live streams. This game is like working a 9 to 5. It pisses you off way too many times, consistently. You cannot deny. Oh, but RNG's everywhere. Running just a minute of a slingshot. Like, what are we talking about? This game is a 9 to 5.
Because I want you to understand, everything in life evolves. Ready? Like me, I'm taking courses to learn how to use computers. Y'all know I hate computers. I hate computers. But you gotta change the times, right? So guess what I gotta do? Guess what I gotta do? He goes, AKA they getting whooped now. Now hold on. See, now this is the dangerous part, Bean. A lot of folks don't understand because they thought back in the day what they were doing that they were gods. Now, most of them, if they play, they can't play the cheesy way they used to. So a lot.
What did I tell y'all? I called it. What did I tell y'all? What did I tell y'all? I called it. I told y'all he was gonna say that. It's because back then the game was fun and there was cheese and he couldn't stop it. You see what I'm saying? I told y'all this. It's obvious. I just said that. He couldn't stop it. So therefore, he likes the fact that the game is slower and is boring now. See, back then, So would have cooked him. Back then, Pretty Boy Fredo would have embarrassed him. You see what I'm saying? Because he couldn't stop it or keep up or so-called adjust to it. Right? Just call it what it is, bro. That don't mean make the game worse because you couldn't, keep up or do what they were doing. Like that's boy, the people in this community, man.
A lot of these guys would get their ass whooped. That is correct. See, now we're bridging the gap on a lot of shit that a lot of these content creators won't say. And I'm not afraid to say it. I was asking a question. Oh, okay. No, hell no, it ain't that. My bad, Sam, my bad. Forgive me. When I'm wrong, I can say it. 2K25 review are funny. It rate 1.57 stars on the review. I think season 1 broke the layups and hey, he goes, I'm free. Shout out to you, True. For shout out.
What up, D?
7 days. I hear, man. I got you. He goes, games in general are built for average 9 to 5 people. Hold on. That is the part that nobody. Hold on. We got somebody smart in the chat, y'all. Hold up. Slim Reaper just earned his wrench.
No, they're not, bro. No, they're not. Video games are for what, ladies and gentlemen? Children. Now, yes. Everybody can play video games, but it's usually for what? The kids, right? It's usually for the kids, not people in a 9 to 5. Like, I'm losing brain cells watching this video, bro. I cannot believe he. Like, what are we doing, bro? This is what I'll be.
See, this is what you guys don't understand. Hear me out. Listen to me, y'all. People don't understand that games are not, there are competitive modes.
They had the 2K League for a reason. I'm tired of watching this video. I ain't gonna lie. I'm tired of hearing this, bro.
I want to say about 85% of video games are built for people just to go on, turn the game on, and we are the ones that make it competitive, including myself. I'm guilty. I am guilty. We changed the narrative. He goes, for real, I disagree, bro. Games do suck. See? Now hear me. I always say it. People always say the games suck, but guess what? I think it's really the people that suck. It ain't the game. It's the people. It's the people that suck. It ain't the game, it's the people. Now 2K ain't perfect. Hold on, let's be clear. Can somebody gonna say he getting paid for 2K? No. It's the he said, I'm good at the game. Well, I've heard that plenty of times, and I've given niggas a chance, and niggas is trash. But I'm not saying you. He goes, but it's okay. But he goes, are you hooping on 2K? Not right now. That it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So unless you got a messy sleep schedule, I hear what you're saying, boom, boom. He goes, but the people that do mess, the people do. Hear me out. What I'm going to say is this.
I'm tired. I can't keep watching this show. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's like, what are we talking about? What do I want to react to? What are we reacting to next? What are we reacting to next, chat? What are you watching to next? I can't react to that, bro. Like, he just, like, I don't know what he talking about, bro. Video gonna be a 3-hour video playing with him, bro. What we doing? The badge plug? What are we reacting to next, chat? What y'all want to react to? Oh no, he knows the game is trash. We're just gonna react to Badge Flex video for now.
In our last video, Ronnie2K slipped up and admitted that there is a quote-unquote slingshot effect on 2K. Me and many other players have known this. We've actually felt this throughout the entirety of 2K25, so it really wasn't anything new to us, but there's still some people that think that he wasn't serious. You see, on Instagram, he replied to this guy and said, "There's no slingshot effect. I was joking in that video." Guys, he was joking so much that he, one, deleted his Twitter video where he originally posted this after
Shout out to Badge, by the way. You ever see this?
I called it out. 2, reposted it on TikTok without that part. And 3, did the same thing on Instagram. I mean, doesn't really sound like a joke to me, but we already knew that was in the game. It was just confirmed by Ronnie. Now, this guy in the comments said, that's not the rubber band, but you guys can think whatever you want. Now, if you missed the last video, Slingshot Effect is basically just 2K keeping teams in the game that don't deserve to be in the game. All of a sudden, your team that was making plenty of shots is missing. You're not getting rebounds. You're dropping steals. The other team starts to get steals. They're getting crazy rebounds. They hit crazy shots. That is what that is. Now, I'm going to show you guys a clip right here that is really bad. Real quick, though, please drop a like for me. You don't have to, but it does help a lot. So if you enjoy these, man, please do hit that thumbs up for me. I was 14-0 in the stage today. This is what's having me make this video, to be honest. 14-0 on the 2500 courts 2v2 stage. Hadn't lost a single game. I'm ISOing with a 6-6, playing with a 6-7. My 6-6, you guys have seen it before. I made it for the 1v1 court, but it does have 61 pass act. You know,
Actually, I'm gonna react to this real quick. Hold on. I'm just curious. I want to revisit this, y'all. Let's revisit this, okay?
Let's go, get some money. They playing. Hell yeah, I make some music.
Dribble engine. Let's talk about this for a second. You cannot dribble on this game like that, bro. What up, Alex? The only way you can dribble on this game is by studying the game. Nobody's doing that. You see how 2K gets people? They get everybody with this BS right here. Precise stops and explosive launches. Authentic signature movement, dynamically generated motions. Terrible.
I got yellow diamonds, Super Saiyan Goku. Deep, only killers on Pro Tools.
Shoot like who? Because you got RNG in the game. Do y'all see? But this what I'm talking about. Did they say this game has RNG in the trip? No, they did not. They did not tell us.
Oh, lame. I ain't got no juice. Oh, lame. I ain't got no mo. Oh, shit. When's I flexing on you like I'm Hulk Hogan? Let's go get some money. Still trying to figure out who I am, who I be. They say money talk, put diamonds in my teeth.
Tighter controls, new skill-based defensive cutoffs, and new motion styles.
I be Louis down with borders on my feet. Messed up in your yard like trick or treat. You better play your cards right. And I ever reach. First train over here, I push you underneath. Yeah, I ripped that 5, but I push you 6 feet.
Man, this game is trash, bro. Let me react to soft drink.
NBA 2K25 is here, and it's actually not as bad as I thought it would be. Since the jump to the PS5 and Xbox Series consoles with NBA 2K21, the game hasn't
By the way, nobody plays WNBA. Like, I'm just gonna get that out there. Like, nobody plays these modes.
really taken much of a step forward, in my opinion. 2K23 added my eras to my NBA, which was huge, but outside of that mode, not much else has really changed. 2K24 was basically a roster update with less forgiving shooting and more monetization than ever before. So for 2K25, with 2K's focus clearly being gameplay, I was expecting the game to more or less play the same as last year and be one of the worst 2Ks. I figured all the gameplay talk was just marketing fluff for some more animations that wouldn't really affect gameplay much. Luckily, I was wrong. Gameplay has taken some genuine steps forward.
Bro, look at how slow the game is, chat. Look at this.
Was just marketing fluff for some more animations that wouldn't really affect gameplay much.
Look at how slow
Luckily,
this is.
I was wrong. Gameplay has taken some genuine steps forward and is easily the best it has ever been on the current console generation. By no means is this the best playing 2K of all time, but they did a great job balancing fluid player movement and realism, while also giving users more control over how they want to experience gameplay. Gameplay is really solid in NBA or WNBA games in 2K25. That being said, my NBA still suffers from similar issues in terms of contract logic, CPU decision making, and player progression, and also has some annoying historical inaccuracies. My career is an annoying slog that clearly only exists to be a tedious grind that pushes the player towards buying VC. My team added a new park for triple threat, further slowing down matchmaking and bloating up the game's size. You earn less VC than ever before for playing games, yet upgrades cost more VC than ever before. The Battle Pass system is still there, hiding certain player cards and even animations behind a paywall, and outside of some random new additions like go-kart racing, there really isn't anything new to do in this game compared to last year.
Oh, I forgot about this go-kart racing. The fact that they put this in the game, it's like, what does this got to do with basketball, bro? What it got to do with basketball? Like, we don't need this.
It's a better game than 2K24 thanks to those gameplay improvements, but it's just as money hungry, if not more, and the majority of the game modes are either untouched or try and push you towards wanting to spend more money on this fully priced video game. Keep in mind that I am not a competitive NBA 2K player. I mostly play offline unless I'm playing with friends. My most played mode in the game is my NBA, not the city, and not my team, so
I don't know you. I mean, you talk about you can grind for VC. How long that's gonna take you? Bro, you know how long that's gonna take you to grind? Cause it sounds like you just giving excuses for 2K, bro. That's gonna take you a very long time. It don't matter? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. You think if it takes somebody 3 months to get their player to an 80 from a 60 to an 80, they're gonna want to keep playing the game? Absolutely not.
my perspective on the game might be different than someone who only really plays online. So I have mixed feelings on NBA 2K25. On one hand, we have some impressive simulation-style gameplay, improved graphics and lighting overall, and the deepest franchise mode out of any other major sports game. But on the other hand, that same franchise mode in my NBA still has a ton of issues. The game is more predatory and pay-to-win online than ever before, and some features are actually now missing, such as All-Star Team-Up. And when playing head-to-head, you can't run with the same team every game anymore. And that only scratches the surface of—
Like, bro, we don't even need this. This shouldn't be in the game. I don't know you. What does got to do with basketball? You tell me right now. Tell me right now, what does this have to do with basketball? What we looking at right now? Tell me. I want to know what it got to do with basketball.
my issues with this game. Let's get into it. Gameplay is the best part of NBA 2K25, but it's at its best on an actual NBA or WNBA court. Player movement is faster than usual, especially on defense, and player models shrunk just a bit to more accurately scale to the court size, which helps with spacing and gives you more room to work with. Shooting is much better than last year thanks to the new shot timing profiles. Difficulty-based might be the best choice for those who struggle with shooting, as you can practice shooting at a lower difficulty and work your way up until you find the right level of challenge. Normal risk-reward makes shooting similar.
They gotta take this out too. This was a failure. This little timing effects. Like, we don't need all of this. Just, if you know your shot, you know your shot. I'm tired of all of this difficult base, real player, high low risk. I'm tired of it.
Similar to how it's always been, but the new low risk reward option makes it so you can still hit a poorly timed shot by taking player ratings into account more than users' skill. High risk reward is the opposite and best for online play. The new shooting mechanic, Pro Stick Rhythm Shooting, is my favorite way of shooting now. You flick the right stick down and then all the way back up, timed with your player's release. I found this the easiest way to greenlight shots, and the motion itself is very authentic to shooting an actual basketball. I think it's a good evolution of the mechanic compared to holding square or just releasing the right stick. Having to follow through with the shot feels really good to me. The shooting meter, however, is kind of weird. The 3 options you can customize aren't close to shooting meters from previous 2Ks. The arrow is the closest one, but it's just not very easy to see or time. I prefer using rhythm shooting and looking at the player's shot itself rather than the meter to time a shot. Signature go-to shots is a really cool new feature as well. Holding up on the right stick starts a sequence for the player that eventually turns into an off-the-dribble jump shot, and you release the stick to time it. I found it really fun trying this out with different players and seeing how authentic the animations looked for guys like LeBron James or Kevin Durant. Dribble moves are also more varied depending on the player, and while they are fast and fun, your player gets fatigued pretty quickly, so it ends up not being cheesy. Gameplay still suffers from CPU logic issues and poor spacing at times, but player movement, shooting, and overall animation quality and variety has taken a massive step forward. Players play more authentically than they ever have. It plays kind of like older 2Ks, like 2K15 in terms of the fluidity of player movement, but it has a much stronger penalty for fatigue. It has a similar fun factor. It also feels less scripted and more user-controlled than usual. If you run out of bounds, you run out of bounds, rather than feeling like you hit an invisible wall. I find playing through NBA games online or against the CPU to be challenging and enjoyable, where last year I found them annoying and restrictive. That's a huge step up. My career is a letdown and worse than usual. Let's start with the positives. The player builder. It's more forgiving than usual and lets you create pretty much any type of player you want without having to heavily sacrifice important ratings.
You said y'all ass at the game. I probably shoot better than you. Like, it was funny. I probably shoot better than you. What you be playing, rec? Hell, I'm not even good, and I'm probably better than you. Ugh.
You can even choose between real NBA player builds and get their signature animations, or you can tweak them, allowing you to more easily and more quickly create a usable build. It's a solid step forward. When you first boot up the game, it throws you into an NBA Finals game with your My Player fully maxed out and dominating. I found the gameplay really fun and impressive here, as my player was fast and fluid to control both on offense and defense. Afterwards, you can either exit to the main menu or continue your My Career story. At that point, I was thinking, okay, my career seems dope this year. But then reality hits. Your player literally wakes up from
You said I'm a crybaby, but you ain't here watching. How does that work? You said you're calling me a crybaby, but you're in the comments watching me. Hmm? And what's funny is I could probably go load up the game right now, pick you up. If you're so good, carry us to a win. You probably couldn't do it. Am I running today, Florida? Probably not.
a dream, and it turns out the finals game you played in was simply him manifesting his future. You walk around your apartment to either practice in your My Court or exit to the city, and when you start playing your high school championship, you'll immediately notice that despite being one of the top players in the country, you are ridiculously slow. The fun factor of that initial game completely disappears, because as a
But you're still watching.
60 overall, you are unplayable, and it doesn't feel fair. All the positives about fluid player movement and realism mean nothing in my career.
I mean, if you're calling somebody weak and you're calling somebody a crybaby, why are you watching that person? Why are you taking the time out your day to watch somebody who's doing reactions? Thank you for the watch outs for real. Like you ain't you think you hurt my feelings? It ain't hurt my feelings.
Because your character is just so slow by default, and it'll take so much time grinding just to make him somewhat playable. This game does this to push you towards buying VC, virtual currency, but it costs 200,000 VC just to upgrade your player to an 85 overall. That is insane. If you lose your high school championship, you actually have to do it again until you win, rather than the story being dynamic like it used to be. You would think that losing the championship would have you motivated and make for a good story, but no, you have to replay it until you win and then you get some VC. This feels lazy and as if 2K wanted to record as few cutscenes as possible. What was once an interactive NBA career simulation is now an obvious front end for buying VC and playing in the heavily monetized city. My career should be an offline mode, or have an offline option at the very least, that allows you to create a 90 overall player, for example, and play through the story. I get that being able to make a 99 from the start would be overpowered online in the park, which is why that should only be allowed in an offline My Career that is separated from the park. It should let you choose between a G League caliber career where you start from the bottom and try to rise to the top, or one as a role player, or one as a generational superstar. Only being able to start as a 60 overall and the mode only existing to push you towards the pay-to-win online modes ruins it completely. You'll have more fun playing My Career in NBA 2K11 or 2K15 if you're an offline player. The city is extremely large, takes forever to navigate around, and unless you pay real money for drip, no one is going to want to play with your brown shirt looking ass. The social pressure to buy VC is real. As you walk from event to event, you'll notice store after store where you can spend real money. You'll notice that you can now race a go-kart around a track for some VC, and if you can have a world record time, you'll win a bunch of VC. You can spin a wheel for a chance at VC. The city does its best to increase your subconscious desire for VC by giving you a small taste of it every now and then, but never enough. The whole mode appears to only exist to facilitate a virtual economy rather than actually being a fun basketball video game. I know a lot of people, in fact probably the majority of 2K players, exclusively play in the city and find the park the most fun when having competitive matches between 99 overall monsters where skill is the only difference between. Why? Auction House is back in the game, base game and nothing else. It should have been removed. The season pass returns make.
We don't need this in 2K. 2K only did this because Fortnite had a battle pass, things like that.
Making the game even
nothing but a money grab right here. And look, and let's talk about the value real quick. Let's talk about the value. So if you get the battle pass, instead of you getting the underwater My Core, I guess you get both. They throw in 2,500 VC. That's it? That's not good value. Like, it's not like you're getting good value. I mean, that because to upgrade your player for real, it costs what, $150? $150. If I'm correct, to max out a build. So you're not getting the value in the battle pass.
And more predatory and difficult for players who.
Now, if that said 25,000 VC, we might be having a different conversation here. But it says 2,500 VC, not 25,000.
Only spend $70 for the base game and nothing else. There is now an entire park for Triple Threat, so instead of instant matchmaking, you now get to walk around in your brown shirt and literally wait in line, hoping someone wants to play with you. This makes the game take up more storage, and it already takes up too much, and it's completely pointless. Speaking of pointless, My GM is back, but it's essentially My NBA, and the role-playing elements are now visual again. Although the mode doesn't seem any more complex or deep than it was in NBA 2K15, for example. Instead of true innovation, like with my team, they added another place to
the WWE am I looking at right here?
Awkwardly walk around. You can now walk around a corporate office and you can talk to John Moran or your team's governor. It's good to see My GM return, don't get me wrong. It deserves to be a standalone mode and it's a pretty cool idea and concept, but it still feels the same as it always was. Hopefully it gets more attention in the future to differentiate it from the My NBA mode. as it should have a heavier emphasis on actual general manager duties rather than just walking around a generic office. The WNBA modes essentially turn 2K25 into a fully featured WNBA game. I have no complaints here. You can play through a My Career type career mode called the W and even play online, and unlike with My Career, it's not pay to win, and you start out at a much more reasonable overall. My WNBA is basically the same as My NBA, which makes it a better franchise mode than you'll find in basically any other sports game, and this is a franchise mode just for WNBA. For all of its faults, NBA 2K25 is a very deep game with a lot to do, but most of its depth was found in the game last year and the year before and the year before that. Playing WNBA games is really fun, and Caitlin Clark being a 91 might just make her the highest rated rookie in NBA 2K history. My NBA is the franchise mode, the dynasty mode, and the best mode in the game. And if you want to play a more fair version of My Career, you can create a player in My NBA and then play with them with a player-locked camera. Since My Eras is a thing, you could even play your career in the past, something not possible in the regular My Career. My NBA added a new era this year, the Curry era, which starts the league in 20.
What are talking about in the chat? Y'all still talking about this dude that's still in here watching because that's a complainer. Oh.
2016. I would have preferred a Bill Russell era with a black and white broadcast package, but the Curry era is still pretty cool. It's better than I thought it would be. You can be the Warriors right after they sign KD, or you can try and take them down. As cool as the My Eras feature is, this is the third year of it. You'd expect there to be more player licenses, you should be able to pick any starting year, and a ton of core issues with the mode should be fixed by now. Instead, they added farewell tours for retiring players and the FIBA tournament. Still no bubble in 2020, and the mode still suffers from issues with draft class generation, CPU team decision making, and player progression. The rosters are also less complete than usual. A bunch of players who just retired are now no longer part of the Players Association, meaning 2K can't license them unless they work with them.
Nah, but this dude keeps saying we're complaining, but he's been in here watching the entire time. He talk about some you could just grind a build out. Like, you know how long that takes to grind a build out? Like, but you're saying, like, let's be real here. If you start from a 60 and you're not, you see people keep buying VC, but if you don't buy VC, guess what? It's gonna take you forever. It's gonna take you forever to get your build up.
Individually. So guys like Blake Griffin, John Wall, and even Andre Iguodala are missing. It's weird starting the Warriors in the Curry era and not having Iggy there to take the final shot and save the planet from the Martians. I want Iguodala. Someone on Reddit named Tropical Wendigo released their own analysis on the completeness of rosters in My Eras, and he found that the Kobe era was the most complete, while the new Curry era, even though it's from 2016, only has 73% accuracy. The Curry era Blazers are specifically bad, only having 6 real players. This PS5 version of the game is now on PC, so I'm sure mods will eventually come fixing these rosters, but for console players, the licensing issues are pretty annoying. There are issues with historical inaccuracies as well, such as the 2016 Hornets practicing in a Bobcats-themed arena. The mode is head and shoulders above every other sports game on the market, but that...
Shout out to soft drink. I mean, oh no, yo, I'm probably about to get off here. Probably back later on. We'll do more of these. Got a lot to talk about, a lot to cover. But yeah, man, I'll be back later, y'all.